Hello guys! Today, ST Blockade Battlefront just released a new update, focused on new CCTV base mode, along with new masteries for characters and new characters. In this video, I'll be going over everything that I currently have access to, and breaking down what changed. Now we're moving on to the final thing in this update, which is the new mode, Camera Base Mode, also known as CCTV Base. This mode is pretty similar to the casual game modes you already know, like Astro Invasion or Astro Holdout. But instead of just surviving waves or pushing objectives, your main goal here is defending the camera base itself. When you're in the STBB lobby selecting modes, you'll notice something interesting. CCTV Base is labeled as experimental, and that immediately raises some questions. That experimental tag could mean the devs are still testing mechanics, balancing difficulty, or even laying groundwork for something bigger. There's a real possibility this mode is connected to future content, maybe even a story-focused Astro mode down the line. Wouldn't be surprised if this eventually ties into lore-heavy stuff, like Watchmen of Doom or other major Astro events. Obviously nothing confirmed yet, but it definitely feels intentional rather than random. Gameplay-wise, Astros will continuously spawn in as the timer goes up, and there are no set waves at all. That means this is basically an endless survival mode where the difficulty keeps scaling the longer you last. The camera base itself has a large amount of health, but once it's destroyed, the run is immediately over. One really important thing I noticed is that the shop stays active the entire time during this mode. You're never locked out of upgrades or summons, which becomes insanely important once things start getting chaotic later on. On top of that, cameras, and even some toilets, will spawn in to help defend the base, so you're not completely alone the whole time. Earlier, I said I didn't really know what the best units were for this mode yet, but after getting more footage and testing, I've definitely figured out a few standout picks that work really well here. First up is Speaker Carrier 2.0, which can be used by any speaker character at Mastery 80, excluding Titan Speakerman, Upgraded Titan Speakerman, Titan Speaker Toilet, and Elite Speakerman. Using Z for DSM or U for other speakers will summon the Speaker Carrier, which heals all allies. It deals 125 damage per hit for a total of 625 damage, but the real value is the heal. It heals all allies by 5% 12 times every 5 seconds, totaling a 60% heal overall. It also has a passive that heals all speaker faction units by 10%, excluding Titans. The summon lasts 1 minute, with a global cooldown of 1 minute and 40 seconds. If you have 3 speaker characters at Mastery 80, you unlock the upgraded speaker carrier, and this thing is honestly insane for CCTV base. It still heals all allies, but now it also deals damage and buffs speaker faction damage. The healing jumps to 85% total, healing allies 5% 17 times every 5 seconds. On top of that, it spawns a tank after about 38 seconds, which has 2,000 hit points and fires a blaster dealing 1,250 damage every 10 seconds. Speaker units get a 2 times damage buff for the duration, Speaker Titans get additional healing, and even non-speaker units still benefit from healing. This makes it one of the best support options in the entire mode, especially for long runs. The second really strong option is Villain Arc Brown Cameraman, Mythical. This skin shines in CCTV base because of his orbital strike. The move does anywhere from 17.2 thousand to 34.4 thousand damage, depending on hitbox size and placement, on a 1-minute cooldown. That said, it does have downsides. The CCTV base map is way bigger than the normal STBB map, so the orbital strike doesn't cover as much area, and Astro enemies move around a lot. Bad placement can easily waste a full nuke, so you really have to be careful when using it. Third, and probably the most interesting pick, is Astro Titan Cameraman with the Entrapper Astro arm. On his own, he's decent, but when paired with a UTTV overcharge, he becomes extremely good. Being overcharged unlocks Rush again and gives an extra 5,000 health, bringing him up to 20,000 health if you have the patch upgrade from the UTCM shop. During gameplay, UTCM players can buy it from the shop while injured, allowing access to Astro abilities. The upgrade costs 8,000 MIS, but it's free if your UTCM is Mastery 80. The Astro Arm abilities add a lot of versatility, throwing absorbed energy, self-healing based on absorption, blocking and aggroing incoming lasers, creating energy orbs, grabbing and slamming enemies, and even dropping the arm to free up the slot. In a mode like CCTV base, where pressure constantly increases, that flexibility is huge. I was capable to absorb all energy blasts within the map using it. Titan Clockman is also worth mentioning, obviously. His support kit is just naturally strong here. Time stop, mind control, healing, and damage reduction all become more valuable the longer the match goes on. He fits perfectly into a mode that's more about endurance and control rather than pure damage. One really cool moment I also ran into during this mode was encountering a head captain of CCTV player who had corrupted an obliterator Astro, which was honestly sick to see, and it's somewhere in this video. Keep watching. Overall, CCTV base definitely feels like a mode designed for late game coordination and cooldown management, rather than just stacking damage and speed running. Positioning matters a lot, support units matter a lot, and once the timer goes high enough, things can spiral fast if you're not careful. With a team, I was capable of reaching over a time of 4,000. From here on out, the rest of the footage is going to be mostly raw gameplay. No heavy editing, just light cuts, so you can see how the mode actually plays out over time. If you really want to understand CCTV base, watching the gameplay honestly explains it better than over-explaining every mechanic. So yeah, that's pretty much it for CCTV base mode. At least for now. And considering that experimental tag, I don't think this mode is finished yet. That's pretty much everything from this update that I can cover right now. More showcases and breakdowns will be coming soon. Thanks for watching.